Alright, so the first website that we got is, of course, Helltides.com. This website right here is absolutely mandatory for as soon as Helltides become available to your character. Helltides are one of the fastest, most reliable ways that you can just pump legendaries in the mid to late game in D4. And yeah, they're just extremely efficient. You know what makes them even more efficient? Being able to see exactly where every single mystery chest is spawning at all times, so that you can always be making your way towards it, and you can easily be pumping like 3 or 4 mystery chests every single Helltide, as long as you are farming the mobs efficiently. So what this website actually does, as you can see, is track exactly when the next Helltide is going to go live. When the next Helltide does go live, it will reveal its location on the map, as well as show you all of the potential spawn points for the mystery chests, and as soon as people begin to find those mystery chests, they will upvote that mystery chest location, and so you get a pretty damn good idea of exactly where the chest is spawning. So it's awesome stuff. It is also a world boss tracker as well on the side, and it will eventually become a Legion timer as well. And yeah, an awesome one to bookmark, to pin, whatever, use it. So this next website is going to help you decide what you are spending your Obols on at the mystery purveyor of mystery vendor. Now, this one is so important because oftentimes you're looking for very, very specific aspects and legendary effects that you can then pull from gear and, yeah, imprint into your own stuff. Certain aspects are so important for builds that you want even to have a stockpile of as many of those aspects as you can, so you can be imprinting them on upgraded gear. And that's where this goddamn website comes in. This is D4 Life /tools/gambling. This will be linked down below in the video description as well if you want to check this one out and pin it or whatever. And what this does is calculate the best possible item that you can be rolling for to maximize the probability of you hitting a certain aspect that you are looking for. So if I go ahead here, I just filter by class, click on Barbarian, and one that I need for my build quite consistently is Encroaching Wrath. So if we go ahead and click on this, it's also worth noting as well that obviously certain aspects only drop from gear and cannot be accessed via the codex, via completing dungeons and stuff like that. So generally speaking, you want to be rolling for aspects that only drop. So if we click on Encroaching Wrath here, it tells you straight up, the most optimal item to gamble on is gloves on a barbarian if you're looking for this aspect, and it will tell you the probabilities down here as well. So you can also roll on one-handed weapon. That will also have a decent probability. But yeah, we're just going to go with gloves. And so just turns out that in recording an example clip for this video, we actually do end up hitting the aspect of Encroaching Wrath on some gloves on like our 10th roll or something, you know, which is, yeah, pretty funny, pretty lucky. Shows that the tool works, you know, I'll take that as evidence. So yeah, use it when rolling your Obols. You know, you want to be rolling with a sense of direction when it comes to spending your Obols, and this is just an amazing website for that purpose. Website number 3 is a particularly awesome little build planner website. This one is d4builds.gg. Most of y'all have probably heard of this already if you're looking up a video like this. Maybe you've already kind of stumbled into it. You can search for builds based on your class, based on whether it's a leveling build, mid-game, or end-game. Yeah, but the main reason I like this website myself is that you can just kind of plan out your own builds. So if we go into the build planner, you don't want to go into skill trees, by the way. If you want to use this site to kind of plan out your build a little bit, don't go to the skill trees, go straight into build planner, and here you can actually plan out exactly which aspects you would like to have ideally on every piece of gear. You have a skill tree planner that you can use. This is really, really important when leveling quickly. I find it's nice just to kind of everything mapped in, so you're not really having to think at all about your build, right? Especially if you're playing a new build, you can already have it kind of punched in here into the skill tree, so as you're leveling, you can just kind of tab in, tab out, or maybe have this open on a second monitor. And so as you're powering through the levels, you're just kind of spending the points nice and quickly. Very, very lovely stuff. And most importantly, we also have a Paragon tree planner here as well. And what's really cool about this one is that if you're punching in like a glyph, you can even change like the glyph's level. So if you want to set it to 15 to get the expanded range on the glyph, right? Because as you level up your glyph to level 15, it gets 1 extra tile radius of influence around the glyph. And so you can use that to plan out exactly what the build is going to look like as it levels up as well. So that's really, really cool stuff. And yeah, it's just awesome. And then what's even better about all of this is obviously you can save the entire build. And then if you head into My Builds, it will actually list out your builds right here as well. And you can head back in and kind of pick up where you left off and add to it and tweak it and things like that. So Yeah, it's just awesome. It's just the all-encompassing tool. You know, you don't have to be bouncing between multiple websites to plan out Paragon trees and aspect trees and your skill trees and blah, 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 blah. This just keeps it all in one nice, smooth, convenient spot. And yeah, just adding this pattern into the video really, really quickly because I actually forgot at the time of recording, but we're just going to go back and add it now. There's also an interactive map here on d4builds.gg, which is extremely useful for a couple of purposes. One that I really, really like it for is, bam, we click on strongholds here at the side, shows you where all of the strongholds are. This is going to be fantastic in Season 1, because frankly, I can't remember where all of these are, and unlocking all of the strongholds is actually pretty damn important as you're leveling your character. We also have, obviously, things like the Altars of Lilith. We also have the goddamn mystery chest locations here as well. So that's a cool, cool little feature, as well as the side quests, and yeah, lots of stuff. So, the interactive map. Also another awesome feature of D4 builds, use it. And finally, we have the Diablo full wiki on fextralife.com. Now, this is a very, very info-dense website. I don't really like its layout, to be honest, for like the bulk of its content. But what I do like this website for is scouting out things like legendary aspects, which you can kind of tab into those in the equipment dropdown in the top. And then go ahead and, for example, if you're interested in Barbarian, bam, it's just a really, really simple, nice, lovely list of how to access every legendary aspect, as well as what they do. And even cooler than that, it just has a very nice list as well of, if we go into equipment, all of your unique items as well. So yeah, if you want to scout out all of the unique weapons for your class, or for future classes that you might want to play in the future, or for your alts or whatever, it just has all of these here, and you can just kind of marvel at them, and at least get familiar with them, and plan out future builds and stuff like that, man. This one, I guess, is less of like a super hyper necessary website, but it can also help with, you know, planning out your builds and stuff like that on other websites too, man. So it's more of just a supplementary tool for mapping out your build. So that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope that you learned at least one fancy new tool that you can use in your D4 gameplay. If you didn't, well, that just sucks. Thanks for stopping by. Like the video, all that good stuff, and I'll catch all of you guys just a tad bit later.